Welcome back to the Ace of Shade, uncut conversations about life, love, and all that shit in between. This is your host, Shantis.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Ashley. Welcome back, you all. So good to see you. I know it's so good to hear our beautiful voices and to see our beautiful faces.
Hi. I'm back.
Really? You think that's what the people want to hear?
Let me say hi, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I want to tell y'all about how I manifested my washer and dryer. Okay. So, back in like November-ish, my washer, okay, let me start. When I moved, I had spent a lot of money and I was like, what I don't need to buy, I ain't gotta buy. So my brother had moved and set some stuff into my parents' garage. So he said his washer and dryer. So I was like, you don't need that shit. So I took it, but it was already a little janky. So I've been using it for the past 2 years. It don't spin your clothes. I had to wring my clothes,
Really?
put it in the dryer, got to dry overnight because it take forever. But I was making it work and it was for free.
Yeah.
Okay. And I only wash 2
Fair.
loads. It's just me once a week, whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem. And so about November-ish, it started, like, I usually wash it at night when I want to sleep, so it don't seem like I'm washing all day. And it started going do like that's a little louder than normal. So I happened to be on the phone one night with my mom, and she was like, "What the hell is that noise?" And so I was like, "Mom, washer keep making a lot of noise." I was like, "Put that on phone, let him listen." I said, "What's that noise?" He was like, "That's the engine in your washer." So I was like, so what that mean? I just need to call a guy out to fix it. He was like, by the time you fix the engine in your washing machine, you just might as well buy another one. I'm like, who the fuck want to do that? So I'm like, okay. So I knew what was happening. So I was like, I tried to look and price. I went to OfferUp and I was like, it's $350, but trying to get, the washer over here just a lot. And I just didn't feel like all that shit. So I asked a friend of mine that was like, I'm going to check with my homeboy. That didn't work out. And then it was a person who, like, she orders things. So I was like, hey, I know you got an extra washer dryer set. She was like, what's funny? I actually just got it to my sister because hers went out. I'm like, okay, damn, a little late. So I said, you know what? And I was being funny. I was at work, and they was like, bro, you just need to go buy another washer dryer. I'm like, I'm not doing that because I just don't want to do that. Okay. So I said, I'm about to manifest a washer and dryer for free. Period, poo. And they laughed at me. Okay, they was like, okay. And so this was about February-ish. So every time I wash, I was like, ooh, any day now. Need to go out.
Keep holding on to
I'm gonna keep holding on. I was like, if shit get bad, let me just clear a credit card in case I gotta clear it. So I've been paying off the credit card just in case I had to get a little washer, put some money in savings, so I have my money. And I'm like, Lord, you're gonna work it out. And so a friend of mine came over. And I don't know how we got on this. And I said, girl, I've been looking for a washer and dryer. She said, have you really? I was like, she said, oh, we about to get a new washer and dryer. You can get ours. I said, cool, I'll pay y'all. I might have to pay y'all in installments because you're my homegirl. So I had saved up. Why spend all that at one time? Let's pay you a little something. Right. She's like, you ain't got to pay us. You can have it for free. And I'm like, the fuck? So anyway, I was like, okay, she said that, but I didn't really hold it true because, this was a transaction happening right then.
Yeah.
It was like in the future, some shit could happen.
Yeah.
So I just kept washing. The shit kept getting louder. And I'm like, brighty day now. I'm like, but you know what? I refuse. Okay? So she called me. I was about to go out of town that morning. She called me and was like, hey, you still want this washer and dryer? My husband dropping it off to your house today. I'm like, that sounds good, but I'm about to head out of town. So we just do this exchange on Friday. So she's like, yeah, no problem. So I got my helpers to help me. Move the washer. Well, they didn't help me. They helped because I didn't do that. They moved the washer and dryer from her house to my house. It took 4 of them. Thank you very much. But it was for free, y'all, and it's some front loaders. And I know people be like front loaders ain't shit, but I'm like, baby, it's new to me, and it was free, and it's a front loader hoe. And now I'm happy to wash.
Now happy wash.
I'm like, ooh, they found other shit to wash.
Are you gonna decorate your washer and dryer?
What you mean decorate? Oh, like the white people do with the organizational shit?
No, there are things that you can actually.
You mean the room?
No, there are things you can actually put on your washer and dryer to decorate.
Magnets?
Like magnets?
No, there's like some type of tape, like if you want stripes, if you want puffy.
Oh no. I ain't that.
I didn't even know people was doing this shit.
Like if I had like a real washroom where I had like a sink in there and some other real shit like the white people, I would do that. But
I got no sink, but I got a whole room in. I'm put some little tape shit on mine.
Oh, see, that's good. But you got
all right. What do you think, baby girl?
I don't know, but I'm just happy to wash. And I just be so excited because y'all, I get to put my fabric softener in my detergent in there at the same time. And I get to walk away. So I couldn't do that in my other one because I had to go put the fabric softener when it rinsed, and then had to go back downstairs, and I couldn't hear the shit. I just didn't feel like it. Okay, so my clothes would be missing fabric softener, and I just didn't have time. So now I get to put all of that in there. It got a little button. Go. It sings when it's done. I hate it. It just be so. Okay.
So excited.
Speaking of excitement, I'm
It's so crazy how as adults the things we get excited about.
I know, because everybody's like, oh, washer. I said, it's for free. And y'all, so I was like, Keisha, really think about this process.
going in on this for free.
Really think about this process, because how you manifest this washer is how you really need to manifest like everything in your life. And I actually was coherent. Normally I just be saying shit and it happened. I'd be like, damn, I didn't pay attention to the process.
Yeah.
But this time I made a declaration. I told them people when I was at work, I'm getting a washer and dryer, y'all, and it's for free, period. And they laughed at me. So even when people be laughing at y'all dreams and manifestations, you say it anyway. And I kept washing with the anticipation that I was gonna get a new one. I don't know where the shit was gonna come from because I wasn't trying to pay, but it came, and it was for free, y'all. It came to me, and it,
Amen.
I'm about to get this new pepperoni.
So it came to me. So
I'm
Ashley's
sorry.
excited about pizza.
About to get this New York style. It's like big, gigantic slices and pizza.
But if y'all recall last episode, depending on which order we put this in, someone was complaining that they thought they gained 30, which is later found out 2 pounds. So I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not here to crush you because I love pizza, but I just want to help you along your journey.
No, because I feel like I'm not going to deprive myself. And if it takes me...
Oh, that's why you got on the conversation of depriving.
Yeah, I'm not going to deprive myself.
Oh, I didn't know we were talking about the...
I'm
You know,
just
she
not...
kind of mentioned it, but I didn't know when it was.
I'm not going to go down, this rabbit hole of just horrible eating. But if I want to eat me a slice of 3 pizzas, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Anyway, speaking of body and losing weight,
Okay.
y'all know ever since Kiki, y'all know Kiki.
Hey, Kiki. Come
What's
to
her
the
last
podcast, Boo Palmer.
Palmer.
Kiki get a bad Palmer.
Ever since she had her child, she's been like...
Phenomenal.
Yeah, she said it's giving her...
Sensational.
She said,
giving her a confidence.
where, Boo?
It's giving her a confidence about herself. And I know y'all probably seen the whole Usher with what she had on in her man posting comments about she's a mother and he has his own idea of being respectful and disrespected. How y'all feel about that?
She think it's funny.
Yes, I do. At first of all, I think it kind of has been blown out of proportion. The internet spread it like wildfire. Because I saw originally when he posted it.
If I thought he was playing like the original.
Yes,
post,
people saying he was
yeah.
playing. I think it hurt him when he came back and tried to justify the first tweet.
Yeah.
And then it just went down here. They just ripped him to shreds. But
Yeah.
I think it was something called displaced anger. Because I don't think he had anything. First of all, that was probably like the most classiest, modest outfit.
Exactly.
Like it's literally sheer with dots on it, and she got a black jumpsuit with a little
In Vegas.
with a little booty cheek out.
In
She
Vegas.
didn't have no titties out.
Seeing Usher.
Right, and she's in Vegas.
It's probably
In fact, I think
500
she was
other women
actually
with that same
overdressed for
thing or
Vegas.
worse.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's hot shit there.
Yeah. Like in
Um,
Vegas, bro. Like,
But
yeah.
she looks great.
I probably would have had my whole ass cheek out. I probably would have had something a little bit over it. But other than that, I mean, you still would have been able to see my ass. But just the whole idea of it being a little bit...
Like the only way you would have saw this if you literally was walking behind her. Like nothing about the outfit screamed like horror.
Nothing to me.
And yeah, I mean, it was just
Not at all.
Even her heels were like classy. So I think it's displaced anger because at the end of the day, his girl was up there dancing and singing with Usher and
Without
having
him.
the time of her life. He probably was at home with the kid. And
They said these baby daddies would be a trip. These baby daddies,
like
they hang, they gotta be on the kids.
But that's your job. It's your child.
Oh, God.
my outing wasn't better than yours, but it was the fact. Okay, too. It's like, okay, you know how like a woman may get caught up to stage and Usher sing to her, but you know ain't shit gonna pop off from that because she a regular.
Yeah.
But it's
A
the
regular.
fact that they run in the same industry circle.
Yeah.
Like it ain't enough for him to send a slide through to text and sis could slide through. I think it was the probability that something really could pop off. Like this ain't just a regular.
And he
chick.
mentioned her. He was like, "Oh, it's not like you can't act like or I'm not gonna see you, or you didn't think I saw you out here." She was like, "Oh, me, you see me."
I ain't bad.
Me either, cause
And
and you know,
I'm not mad either.
oh, before I go, my little
Still
2 cents.
yours.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go.
No, just saying.
Somebody go.
Oh wow, Keisha. I'm just
Let a man that wash and dry. Gotta look.
right. Now it's like somebody go. Now she got that wash and dry shit off. But no, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, like, I feel like it's just harmless fun. Like, it's Vegas, baby. Like, I don't know. I didn't see anything wrong with the outfit, but I don't think it's so much the outfit. I think it was just the fact it was Usher.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
I think his man is
Yeah.
Usher. Yeah,
She's wore less.
yeah. Like,
But
come on now.
somebody was like, "Come on, it's
And you
Usher."
posted a video of her twerking, like
Yeah, that's what
her
they
ass.
said.
Yeah, come on, sir.
They were saying because he was
Just
old.
say what it is.
So why
Just
are you
say-
worried about it?
Yeah.
Wow, who was old?
Usher's old. So
Usher is still
Usher
still
be-
your girl,
still-
because who?
I think it was bad. It was Usher. I was like, I feel a way about Usher. I'm a girl.
And
I
also
feel
in the
like-
relationship, there are passes. I'm not talking about sexually, whatever, but it's just certain
I'm like, what kind of
passes. Like, you know, good and damn well, your chances of being with a celebrity in any capacity, it might be rare. So if my dude is with a famous person for a quick second, a little hug, a little rub, a little snap, I'm
But
cool.
see, that's why I'm saying you saying that as a regular person, because y'all don't run in the frequent those circles. She frequents. It's nothing for her to see Usher again. Literally, like she wasn't a crazy fan. She's like,
Yeah, because he pointed her out. He said he knew her.
yeah, he know everybody know her. Like they were in the same circle.
So you think he was being insecure?
Yeah, because multiple ways, not just that night. I think it was the fact that I was like, I think it's the fact
Content,
that
guys. Content.
Everything's content.
Everything.
everything's content. Everything is content. No, I think it's the fact that when he got with Kiki, she was dealing with her acne issues. She was very open about having body issues.
Body.
And now she's like got this baby, and the sis got a little hippie hip and a booty,
a
and
little boo boo.
he don't know what to
Clear
do with
skin.
this new Kiki because he didn't meet her that way. He met her insecure.
Insecure.
And he got to see, what the world. And she was very open, but I'm sure she shared things with him that she didn't share with the world as far as how she felt about herself. And now she's like postpartum where I'm living my best life.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, and he like, I don't know this girl. Who
Come
is
on,
this
buddy.
girl? Like, who is she? And she's like,
Trying to change it
but
for the
here's
better.
the thing: if you have not stated claim,
Cause ain't no ring.
Exactly.
On that
They said this
thing.
nigga
yeah, if
at home without a job, checking her is crazy.
they said Mr. Palmer, and I'm like,
Oh.
so but you know what I will say,
Damn.
and people have been waiting for her to say something, and she did a podcast. I think she has a podcast of her own, but she did a podcast with him and her mom, and she was basically saying that she would never check her man in public. Like she's like she'll go to war, and she said, "Now I check your ass at home." Yeah, she's like at home we. Fuck that. She was like, but if somebody even told me they saw you out with that person, I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Not my man. Not my man.
Yeah.
And she said, and I can know it's true, and I'm still gonna say no. And then get what the fuck was that? So I think the fact that he didn't give her the same courtesy, knowing that that's how she operates, spoke volumes. Like, can they get past this? Yeah, for a short period of time.
You say it's gonna resurface.
Oh yeah,
Because her comment or her feedback to that was that same little clip they've been playing around when she said if you act up, she can just get a new one. So she played that song and basically that's her response. Like, you act up, I'm gonna just get a new one. Like, I don't have to.
right. Because you know what? I think what disturbs men too is that they have this like psychology of like if you have a baby out of wedlock, don't nobody want you. If you're a certain size, don't nobody want you. If you make too much money, don't nobody want you. And when they start to see people want these same people that they've conditioned themselves to believe nobody, or if you're a whore, got too many bodies, don't nobody want you.
It's somebody for everybody.
Exactly. These women are getting matched up, wiped up daily, and when they see that, it disrupts them. That's why there was so many people upset at Russell and Sierra, because Sierra was the baby mama from a hood nigga, and the society tells you that she should never regroup. She should have been the sad baby mama, bitter as fuck, just the type of woman that y'all talk about. But when Russell came and made her a whole new woman,
Yep.
y'all got a problem. That's why y'all hate her so much, because it goes against what you have been taught to believe. Like, oh wow, she can do a come up and a man can really love her and her kid. He said, "Fuck your money, Future. I got this, Future. You're not. Well, my wife is not gonna argue about money. We own a fucking sports team, which is true, because I'll be damned if you go there arguing on the phone with your baby mama and bitch, we own a sports team. But I'm just saying.
Exactly.
But when something disrupts y'all flow and psychology and what y'all believe to be single, it's like, what do you mean she's big and he's with her? Oh, nobody wanted to date Gabrielle Sidibe, the girl from Precious.
You start that, yeah.
Dogged her, talked about her. I'm surprised the girl went on suicidal ideation watch, because y'all was rude as fuck.
No one knows what ideation is. That's the term that
Having suicidal thoughts. because of the things that y'all say.
Okay.
Okay? And so she said she dropped a few pounds, but even before she dropped a few pounds, she went and got her a white man. Oh, y'all lost. She denied her race. She don't want to date
The
black
race
men.
was denying
Y'all call this girl
The
every
race already
name
denied
in
her.
the book.
Yeah.
Black men and black women did the
She
same
said, and
thing.
black women.
I ain't
Y'all
gonna,
too.
I ain't gonna excuse y'all hoes either. Call this girl every name in the book. And then when she found somebody who really loves her and helped her lose weight, y'all mad at sister. She turned her back on the black people.
Yep.
The
And
black
I
people
ain't
turned
saying
their
she
back
turned
on
her.
her.
I'm not saying she turned her back on black people. I'm saying she decided that outside her race, she's still black.
Right.
And y'all got mad.
Like
Because
they
you
turn
know
her
why?
back.
Because you
They
saw a
outside her
big
race.
woman being loved properly and said, fuck y'all thoughts. I'm going to go find somebody who like me. And y'all like, what? That goes against everything I believe. Then y'all be sitting there trying to run that shit bypass you care. Like, just care about your health. It just killed her to lose weight. Care about her health. Bitch, care about yourself.
And your health and your weight.
And your
What about
drugs.
yourself? Keisha, why does drugs have to be on her?
Because the same
And
people
your drugs?
who be over here talking about somebody help be over there smoking chronic weed and y'all like
I thought you
that
about to
weed
say
is
crack.
unhealthy. Well, crack too, cocaine, heroin,
Weed is very much so
opioid, pick a drug.
Okay.
Sorry, that went off left. But I'm just,
But
A
weed
little
is
bit.
very much so healthy.
yes. What's healthy?
Weed.
Oh, girl, no. No.
Oh, girl, no.
No.
Let's talk about weed.
Child.
So why do they give it to cancer patients?
No, because they're getting weed in its pure form out of the ground. from
Oh,
the
that's what
plant.
I'm. Okay,
Yes,
the
but
natural.
But people
weed.
like to lie to us.
Oh yeah, that
and
little.
think that the weed they get from their weed man because he's so real
Oh yeah.
is weed. No, weed
Not he
alters the
real.
brain chemistry. That's why y'all ass be over there panicking when you ain't got it. That's why y'all be having mood swings and be highs, lows, depressed, and suffering from insomnia because the shit has an addictive drug to it. And y'all like to claim it don't, but whatever make y'all sleep at night is fine because you know what? Weed helps you sleep at night. And y'all like to say it's not addictive. Now, I don't have a problem if you smoke it. I just want y'all to stop lying about
Stop lying.
Yeah, stop lying. And
And I'm lying about what?
because like you said, weed is natural. The weed from the earth
the
is
weed that they're
natural.
smoking.
The weed from the earth is
But
natural.
y'all not smoking it no more.
But y'all not smoking that shit. Do you think that
Y'all did at one point.
Yeah, your parents probably did. Your grandparents.
Yeah.
I like to think that
I ain't gonna say y'all.
But the shit,
Yeah.
but the shit that y'all got, stop lying.
I
Like
like to think that when
All
I
kind of
indulge,
strands now. This
that
and
it's
that
not
and this.
pure.
and-
anything that's natural ain't gonna smell like that. Shit
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
not.
but here, if you want to know it's natural here, and you don't believe me, do a test. Try to stop smoking for 30 days, and let me know what your withdrawal symptoms. Because if it's natural, it's just gonna exit the body. But if it's not natural, you're gonna have withdrawals like insomnia, not being able to sleep. You're gonna have night sweats. You're gonna have like watering of the mouth. You're gonna have a couple symptoms. That's how you know that. So give it a try. If you want to know if your weed man is the real weed man, and your shit,
Probably not.
and your shit is as
Why y'all
natural as
think
you
it
say it is, when you stop smoking it, it should be no side effects.
I don't have side
So in
effects.
conclusion, grow your own. I was just kidding, guys.
No, I don't have side effects.
I do
Depending on where you
I
live.
do promote your
Depending on where you live, I don't want you to go.
No, but I said all that to say
I want
I'm
you guys
not
to go
here
jail
to
for a
knock
long
your
period
weed
of time.
habits because I have dated and I got a brother who's they chronic weed people. But I'm just saying, y'all like to mask that shit and the things that y'all do behind closed doors and then shame fat people and say you care about their health. Bitch, start with your own health. That's all I'm saying. Start with your own
She
health.
brought that full circle, did
Yes, because people are like, what
And then
tangent?
you got vegans that smoke all the weed in the world.
Oh yeah, I like to smoke from the earth and not vegan. Bitch, bye. Your
But when
brain,
they grow
your brain
up,
is mentally fucked up. I just told you the test.
I say if they grew it themselves.
If they grew it themselves, there's the test. And then if you that person and you that vegan, that's fine. But I doubt it. I doubt it.
I haven't had it.
Well,
no
shit.
I also don't smoke like that.
Sorry, that took on a life of its own.
It did.
But-
My shit is
Stop fat
homegrown.
shaming. It was what Keisha
Oh,
said.
that's what I had enough.
Keisha said stop
I
fat shaming.
had enough.
Stop that
Enough
shit.
is enough.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
We've had it.
Because you know what? I think they only do that to black women.
No.
I've never seen anybody shame a fat ass Mexican.
Oh my
First
I was
of
about
all,
to say white.
A white too, but
no. What's that girl Adele?
I wasn't expecting you to say.
Adele was
I
something
wasn't
else.
expecting Keisha to say
The way
Mexican.
they did not do Adele like they do Lizzo.
No, they don't.
Oh no.
No. In fact, it might have been out of 100,000 comments, 1,000 of them may have been fat
Yeah.
for Adele. The rest of them was Adele, we love you. When you
But
gonna
they still said some negative ones.
Yeah, but I'd rather look
Everybody
down
gonna say negative
100,000
shit about
comments
something.
and see 99,000 of them positive and 1,000. I'm okay. I'm like, oh, this a hating ass bitch for 1,000 comments. But when you're Lizzo and you got millions of followers and 100,000 fucking comments, we care about her health. This bitch is performing on stage, singing with a flute. Bitch, can you do that? Twerking.
Cause your ass
Seems like she's pretty ashamed to me to be doing that.
Some of y'all can't even go up y'all stairs
Oh,
without being tired. And this girl is twerking and doing a flute with some big booty background dancers.
Big booty background dancers.
Bro, y'all be trying to kill my girl Lizzo, and that's not even cool. Like, Lizzo just trying to make good music, and she, you know what? That's a prime example. I'm sorry, this is taking our whole life is on. This is a prime example that if you are a black business owner, okay, black business owner, you should not stress yourself as being a black business owner. You should be open to serving everybody. Because black people will cancel you so fucking fast. They will love you today and hate your ass tomorrow. What's that man that Myers?
Who the hell's Myers?
The one who Megan Good date.
Yes.
I forgot the nigga name.
The one that had that rape charge or whatever.
Yes. Oh, but everybody loved him. He was on the little Marvel movie. He was in some other shit. Y'all love this man. Y'all was posting him, loving him. Then all of a sudden, the white girl say he raped her.
Jonathan
Myers.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, this man literally had a 2-week good run. And then a rape charge.
It was literally 2 weeks, y'all.
Yes, it was 2 weeks. And as soon as the motherfucker said, I think he might have a rape charge. Oh, and Megan Good shouldn't even date him. She dated criminals. The good guys can't ever win. I'm like, bro, the man hadn't even been found guilty yet.
Yep.
Like, damn.
Yep.
Which is another reason why I tell y'all not to date white women, but that's a whole nother talk for another day.
We can do it today.
Because you know what?
We can do it today.
Because another thing, he go date white women when he didn't have shit. And when he had shit, he was coming up. And then as soon as his ass
get off, y'all.
He
pick a black woman because I want to say the race is through. If the black people support me, stop fucking doing us like that, black people. If you want to date white women, you stick with your fucking shit. Don't sit there and come to us to be the savior. Black women always trying to save niggas.
Man,
She's Megan Good.
Black people.
Megan Good did not have to date him. She should have said, "Sir, this ain't my battle."
Maybe she liked him. Maybe
I don't give a shit. You know what? Even if we were dating before that happened, you would be going to court by yourself because she has an image to protect too. And she's coming off a divorce, a high profile pastor, and they trying to figure out she was a whole. They didn't like her no way when she dated him. We always liked Megan, but I'm saying the pastoral people didn't
like.
And so it's like you're trying to clean up an image, or at least find your own image after being married for so long. And then this is the first nigga you date.
How long was she married to him?
10 years.
Oh my God.
They were married for a while. They were married for a while. So I'm just saying, and the church people stay talking about her ass.
What did they like about her?
What didn't like about her? He did a platform and she was up there and they said, well, if you're a woman of God, why do you dress like that? And he had to check it. He's like, hey, you're not going to disrespect my wife while I'm sitting here. But he always has to defend the way she dressed. But she's dressed that way forever. She's looked the same. She literally has looked the same. She's like a vampire. She looks the same. It's the way she dressed. They questioned why she didn't want to have kids. I think it came out. They used to have like this couple thing and they would go live off their Instagram page. And they were talking about understanding roles, like marriage roles before you get married. Because she's like, when they got married, he thought that she was going to be the wife that he come home and have a home cooked meal. She's like, I don't do that. I don't cook. Like, I didn't have to cook. Like, I had people do that.
Right.
So she said, now we're together. He didn't have that life. He didn't have people cooking for him. So, she, now she's like, well, this is our home. I figured one of us going to do it. But it wasn't her. And so she's like, we had a whole adjustment period of him realizing I am not the woman that's going to come home and cook for you.
Right.
And just some things that sound like that went wrong. But that's not
to bring it back in.
Yeah, that's not for us to judge. But what I am saying is
did she at least hire somebody to cook? Or he
But I don't think he wanted that. I think
some people really value
tradition.
Even though like you can hire somebody to cook, y'all can get the best food, y'all can go out to eat and have the best. Some people really value tradition and they want
I think
like,
they love
it means
each other.
the most to them when
I think they loved each other, but I think their marriage had ran its course. I think he if you're traditional like that, you probably want the family, you want the wife, and she didn't want kids. Or I'm not. Well, she hasn't ever fully truly answered that, but she always played movies with women who talk about they don't want kids.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, she ain't never really came out like I don't want the motherfuckers, but she ain't never really made an effort to. Because at this point, you got so much money. There's so many ways to have a kid. If y'all wanted one for 10 years of y'all marriage, you could have literally had one. And so I just think for her, I think he took a lot of sacrifices for their relationship. And that's not ultimately what he wanted. So I honestly think their marriage ran its course. It was like, at this point, I'm starting to resent you for the things that I want and you're not giving on both of their parts. And so that's from the outside looking in, y'all. That's my observation. I don't know what they ever said this, so I'm just telling you from a therapeutic standpoint what that looks like. But I don't even know how we got on them. But because she shouldn't have been in courtroom with him.
Okay, yeah, we did get on. Okay, all right, I'll wait from there.
I'm sorry. And I don't want to ramble talk. I ain't anything to add about. We'll talk about it.
I had something to add, but now I lost it because you kept going. And damn it, it wasn't even about Megan. I don't even know.
Adele, fat shaming.
Gabrielle, Sidibe, white, like they white.
They not Sasha Rays.
They not Sasha Rays.
Back down in
lane. Well, I'm gonna say something else. So you think about just cut me off. So there was this person I know. I'm not gonna say where I know them from, but it was this person I know.
Do we know this person?
No. Damn. She was talking to me and she was like, "Oh, she went to a wedding over the weekend, and this was the first time that she was related to the bride, and so this was the first time that she had met the groom, but the groom happened to be white." And the family is kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Because they didn't necessarily, all of them didn't know
the bride's family.
The bride's family was like, she said it looked like his family was very much aware of her being black and her parts of her family, but her side didn't know that this is a white man. And so she was like, I just want to ask her when she come back off her honeymoon, like, is everything okay? So I was like, well, why would you ask her that? What gave
in a movie like that?
What gave you the assumption that everything was not okay?
Yeah.
So she was like, well, first of all, they got married in 6 months. I said, which will explain why the extended family didn't have time to meet him.
Yeah.
Because they literally started dating around the holidays. There was nothing else fucking coming up.
Yeah.
Like, for y'all to say all this all being
get together. Yeah.
So I said, but she's like, it's 6 months. I said, well, how old is she? And she said, well, she's 36. I said, and so the person she met was intentional. He knew and she knew. And she said, you know what? She did say that. She said, because I guess the girl's a doctor now or whatever. So she was like, she just said after she finished her doctor school, MD school, or whatever school y'all call it, medical school. She was like, I'm ready to get married. So she met a man and he was obviously ready to get married too. So that's why it took 6 months. But then, so she was like, but white? Why he gotta be white? I said, well, how old did you say she was again? She said 36. I said, well, let me tell you, because I'm 36.
You how old, Keisha?
27.
Almost got her.
27, boo.
Okay.
And I just said,
but if you were 36,
but if I was 36,
okay,
this is what I will be saying to her.
Okay.
I basically said, hey, at this point in my life, I would love for my husband to be a black man. There's nothing more that I would rather have. But I am also at the point in my life where I'm okay if it's not a black man, because why are we doing this?
You would date an Indian man?
I would date anybody at this point. If he met the needs and the requirements, because
and I get it.
Black women, and I think by the time we get to this point, it's just like I would rather be loved properly by any race than to continue down a path of trying to make it work with a race that don't want to make it work. And that is where I'm at. I'm like, I'm not in the mood. I don't mind helping and working with a black man. I'm open to doing that, but it
can't work at the Burger King.
Nah, that's not.
The
you know what?
The Wendy's. That's what it says.
That's what she always be saying. The Wendy's.
You know what? I'm glad we circled the block back here.
Okay.
Look at that.
All right, guys.
Okay. So I forgot the lady name, but after the lady talked about the bus driver, which I would date a bus driver, but I did digress.
I heard that clip.
Yes, I forgot her name though, because she's obviously important.
I forgot too.
So I was listening and talking to somebody, and she kind of put it into words. So I think sometimes my words and my intentions and thoughts come off to you all as wrong, but that's because I have not properly found the proper way to express them to y'all. So when we're talking about dating the man at the Wendy's and the Burger King, she was basically saying, like, we walked through and she was saying, it's not the person's profession, it's their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I told y'all I didn't want to have to explain why I prefer my child to, you know, go to private school or whatever. Like if I wanted that, if we agreed that we want our kid to go there, I don't want you looking at me crazy like we can't afford that.
Yeah.
Like, and if I say I want a vacation house in Florida, I don't want you looking. So sometimes I was like, it's like the impression of a person working at the Wendy's may not be the same. Not saying it can't be, just saying that's what I was referring to as mindset and lifestyle. Like, does your lifestyle match?
And she was saying they weren't operating at their full potential.
Like you can start there, but
that was a concern for hers as well. Yeah, like.
But that was her concern. But mine wasn't even where you operate at your full potential. Mine was more so, I don't want to have to go around explaining all the things that I value and want in life, and you look at me crazy. Like, if that makes sense. Like, if I have a certain type of lifestyle that I desire, and you don't think that way, because we have been conditioned to believe that some people at the Wendy's don't think that way. So,
if she said the Wendy's,
So,
but you are correct. We are conditioned to think that people at Wendy's and those types of jobs don't think that.
Yeah, and so now looking back on that comment and on that, even I can't speak for the lady and the bus driver, but she was just, the woman I was talking to was basically just like, you know what, you have to vet a person because like. Which is crazy because I would have dated somebody at the Chick-fil-A before I dated somebody at the Wendy's because Chick-fil-A is just a different mindset.
Pleasure.
Yeah, like, I just know that you can go and franchise. I just know the mindset of someone working at Chick-fil-A is a little different. So when I thought about it, I was like, it's really the mindset of a person. And it's how we have stereotyped them. So my answer in response would be, would I date somebody at the Wendy's? It depends. I would have to vet you to see where your mindset
it changes a little bit, guys.
And where you're like, I meant that from the beginning, but I think it just came out very wrong because
before it was a hard no.
Yep, it was a hard no because I was like, you know what, I wasn't even vetted. I just automatically assumed that your mindset and lifestyle was not gonna.
So listen, guys, if you work at the Wendy's, you might get a chance.
It depends.
Shoot your shot.
It depends. That's a change.
Yeah, if your mindset, and that's not because of age, that's because of wisdom. If your mindset and lifestyle line up with what I have in mind, then yes, we can do that.
Shoot your shot if you work at the Wendy's. Shoot your shot if you work at the Wendy's. Shoot your shot if you work at the Wendy's.
Okay. Keisha, no. Don't shoot your shot. Let Keisha come to you.
No, I'm
Let
not,
her come
I'm
to
not
you.
coming.
Not coming.
But if you work at the Chick-fil-A, you definitely have
a shot.
A good chance.
This is wild.
Waffle fries. Pull up, get that shake.
But now that you think about it, have you seen like grown black men working at grown black men? How often do you see grown black men working at Chick-fil-A?
Not in the positions that we see every day. Not very often. They're usually most of the people that work at Chick-fil-A, to be honest, are like young teenage high school kids.
Yeah, that's what I said. How many?
Or older women.
Or I've seen older white men. Managers there, they'll be there during lunch break.
They'll be. Keisha, how do you know their schedule?
Because I think they work when it's busy hours.
Oh, okay.
But what I was told too is that when you have a Chick-fil-A franchise, you're required to work so many hours a month in that restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Even if you are like the owner.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they come at a certain time, or I don't even know if you're the owner. I just know that I've been seeing them during lunchtime. So
the white
I'm working.
Yeah, I don't have a problem he's an older black man. I'm just saying I ain't personally never seen one at Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Everything gotta be done.
Have you seen older men working at the Wendy's?
White men or black men?
Either.
I've seen older black men working at Wendy's. During when I see a lot of things on lunch break.
So I'm like, Keisha, what is this lunch break shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, during lunch break.
I just think the whole quality.
You know, I work for the government, so we always try to eat. So
we always try to eat. I'm sorry, I didn't know government.
I learned trying to eat between 11 and 2. And you always see people, and
y'all get that whole time off.
That's why I'm like, wait a minute, let's back up.
You don't get that whole time off, but you start around those times.
In around those times as well.
Yeah.
So basically the whole thing. All right, so yeah. Wow, that must be nice. I get 30 minutes to eat.
Damn.
I can get an hour.
Yeah. You try to do that before you clock out.
Do you get there at 9? Do you have to clock in at 9?
No, I clock in at 7 now.
You said 7 to what?
At 7.
To what time?
3:30.
Oh, that's why. They just take your lunch off the top.
Oh, yeah.
Or the bag.
You're just not used to that. I guess. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, no, my
In
shit
the real
8,
world.
8 to 5.
Um,
And if you didn't know their math, that's 9 hours
Keisha,
that they only pay you for 8. So,
Because they take that
but they
hour
take
lunch.
3-hour lunches. Anyway.
Mine is 9 hours too.
Yeah.
tragedy.
8 to 5. Yeah.
That was a mention. Mine was 9 hours. My shift was technically 9
But
hours.
I can just flex, 8,
Yeah.
8:30, 9, 9:30, just kind of flex it on out for me.
Must be nice.
It is very much so, and I'm very appreciative, and I thank the Lord every single day that I have arrived here. And sometimes I feel guilty. This is taking a thing of its own. Did you have something to say on this topic?
No.
We just skipped it several times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you, whatever you had to say before I start with the block?
No.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
My mind is really bad, guys. It just leaves it. Like, thoughts just
Oh,
leave.
my
You just
God.
gotta yell it out. Like,
And it never
I
come back.
I legit forgot my PIN number.
to your card?
I'm sorry. Are you thinking about food again? Are you thinking about ordering
No,
food? to
so I
Oh, you were somewhere and you forgot it. 'Cause I'm like, why are we thinking
yeah.
about
So
PIN
when
number
I get
right
high stress,
now?
getting
That's a
high
medical
stress
condition.
environment, I guess I tend to forget things. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Like,
I was trying-
passwords. Like,
I
every day.
didn't even think
Yeah.
because I have to go to the store, use my pen, whatever. And it's a different card, so
I've
it's
done
not
that
the same
before.
thing. But I was trying to deposit money into my account, and I had just had a high stressful situation. Remember, I told you I was struggling financially, making bad decisions and choices and shit. Yeah. So I go to put my money in the bank, and I don't know my damn PIN number. And it's not like you know how sometimes you just do things automatically,
Yeah.
just
And now you're thinking about,
because
like,
it's
what
muscle
is
memory,
it?
and I'm like. And so I'm like, oh man, you don't know your PIN number? No, nigga. I'm up here combination after combination, bro. But what really pissed me off is that I was able to put my card in the ATM machine, put in a PIN number, then ask me what I want to do, then allow me to put my cash in there, and then tell me to enter my PIN one more time, and then tell me it was wrong. So you let me get all the way through to the end before you tell me that you won't get my money back. Why would you do that? I just didn't understand the thought process behind it. Like,
It's an ATM though, right?
yeah, but it needs to not let me go further if I put in the wrong account. The wrong number.
Well,
But I think it needed time to compute.
yeah, so it was like, yeah.
It had time when it asked me to put in my PIN number. Because they don't do that at Bank of America.
Okay, we're not doing this.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing this. I swear to God, we're not doing this.
Sorry.
Well, it had time. Now we're mad at the machine. Okay, let's.
Absolutely. All the money.
Oh, that's a nice acronym. Give me all the money. I went to go get all the money. I'm going to get all the money.
All the money.
Anyway, so back to jobs and thanking God. And so and being detached and stuff like that.
Did we say something about being attached?
Just bring it all in.
Oh,
with
baby,
the whole-
baby,
yeah.
Okay.
So no, I feel bad sometimes because other people in my department are going through hell. Like it's like HR wars and like team members going against each other and shit just going all haywire. And I'm like, we good over here.
I
Like,
just want to know where everybody else is working.
What do you mean where everybody else is working?
Because people are short staffed.
yes.
People-
Oh, yeah, where the workers at?
Yeah, like, I know
Trying to figure out
y'all
what the rest of
trying
my
to work
staff
from
is for
home,
my
but
job.
is it that many at-home jobs that y'all not even coming out in the public no more?
I think that has really hurt us working from home. Don't hate me. I love working from home.
You
Do
sound
not
like
get me wrong.
Somebody in the
Don't
government.
get me wrong, but it has made me
Somebody
lazy.
in the government? Oh, yeah. That's why I had to get back in the office. I was at home
Yeah.
for 2 years. And I said, okay, I can't keep doing this anymore.
Yeah.
I literally would just roll out of bed and start working. And then I would make drinks throughout the day, starting at like 9 a.m. And then I would just, whatever I wanted. It was right there. The kitchen was there. Just make it, whatever, order. It didn't matter. I was just sitting there and I didn't want to do anything. And I wanted to wear leggings all day and biker shorts.
Yeah.
And not
Or
real
be naked.
clothes. And just, things just got out of
But the
hand.
hybrid concept
Things
is
got out of
beautiful
hand.
I
because
would
I
like
can
a
go into
hybrid
work.
concept.
Yeah.
Because
Hybrid
I'm
is
not
fine.
sick of these people.
You can't do hybrid?
No, I can do
She
hybrid.
said she
I
liked the
love
concept.
hybrid. I love hybrid. Like, that's probably the last time. COVID was the last time I was fucking happy. Sorry, that's the last episode.
But you remember it, so we had to go ahead and get that out. But go ahead. Yeah, hybrid. So y'all can't go back to hybrid?
I can do no, we can't. They say we can, but
Y'all
just
can't or can?
we cannot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's dig.
yes, they want us in the building, and I keep telling y'all I'm not the customer service person. I just don't like people talking on the phone. I haven't answered my personal work phone since COVID. Like, I just don't do it because people call about stupid shit, and like,
Where do those calls go if you don't answer them?
to
So she
voicemail.
ain't been answering the shit.
To voicemail, and then they'll usually follow up with an email, or they'll call somebody to look for me, or if they're like in the building with me. Or I tell most people, just call my personal cell. Like, most of the people I work with have my personal cell. Like, just call my personal cell. Stop fucking calling my work phone. Like, I don't want you to do that because I can't screen it to see who's really calling, and I'm just not gonna answer. So there was a lady, I was working the phones. It was my turn to work the phones, and she called and she was like, I need what did she damn say, y'all? Oh, she called and said, my daughter went to visit her dad and he won't give her back, and I need to file paperwork for custody. And I said, who are you? And she was like, I'm the mother. I was like, well, do you have paper saying that you and dad split custody or something? She was like, no. I said, were y'all married? She was like, no. I said, well, ma'am, you do have custody. Like, you're the mother. Go get your kid. So she was like, but he won't give me the kid back, and she was kind of stuttering, not making fun of people that stutter because she wasn't really stuttering. It was just like she just wasn't getting it out.
Yeah.
She was like, and they think that and I was like, ma'am,
oh my God, really?
Go get your kid. He does not have rights to your kid. And I advise you to take the police with you. She's like, yeah, because she's on my food stamp. She's on my food. I don't give a fuck if she on your food
What the
stamp.
hell are you talking about?
I'm up there looking.
She was like, government.
Yeah, okay.
I'm over here. I'm like, ma'am, I don't give a shit about your food stamps
They
or
won't
none
give
of
her
that.
back.
Go get your fucking kid. If he won't give you your kid back, call the police. But now I'm starting to understand why you can't give the fucking kid back. Like, bruh, either you're high, drunk, or there's some type of delay. And I'm just like, I gotta get the fuck out this phone. Like, I just can't deal with the public's problems. I am not that person.
You know what? Okay, listen. You sparked something in me
God.
with the stuttering. So
Oh God.
here I am. I've been in my job 17 or so years, and I have been at what I call, and this is no shade to nobody in these positions, but I have been at the low budget sector of my job. And so now I've kind of elevated just slightly. And so I've been in this particular department in the low budget area for 10 years. And so now on this will be my 10th year. So my 10th year, I finally elevated. And so when you talked about in the last episode about knowing your worth and just, you know, hitting them where it counts in the pocket, whatever. And you ain't playing with these people no more. You ain't being humble. Like, you know, we try to be humble. We try to just play our little parts or whatever. So now in this new role, I'm privy to a lot of things. Meetings, projects. And it has me thinking, how the fuck did these people get here? Like, why are you my boss? Why are you anybody's fucking boss? Why are you chosen to make fucking decisions? Okay, fast forward. I was in this one particular meeting, and this, I'm going to call him a young man. He was tasked to creating some new technology for my area to help us develop some reports a lot easier. So he was explaining to me, my boss, and my counterparts, it's only 4 of us, and he was explaining the project and what he had done. And this man begins to talk, and he's like, well, I don't want to do anything. And so I don't know him.
Yeah.
And furthermore, I don't know what he's talking about. So usually, like, okay, pause. So I was a part of a project before, and there was this black guy that I was working with, and he did that. So I don't like to see people fail or feel uncomfortable. So I finished his statements for him, or I fed him the words to help him along. Moving on. Play. So this guy, I don't know him, and I don't know what you're talking about. So I can't feed you the words to help you comfortable and help you move it out. But nobody knew what the fuck he was saying. Everybody was confused. And so one of my coworkers, bless her heart, thank you, Lord, for her. Eventually, she kind of figured out what he was trying to say, and she started to feed him these words. But I'm like, what did you do in the interview? Had this been a black man, you would not have gotten a chance to do shit. He was not black. He was not white.
That's another.
He was Jewish.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but he was Jewish. But literally, so I exaggerated slightly, but he was just like, I don't want to do these things.
Okay.
Oh my god! Yeah, I can show y'all screenshots. I can show y'all screenshots in my phone. I text my coworker. I said, I am so sorry, but I am so lost.
Ashley.
Lord is my witness. And you know how you just be like, I had enough of this shit. Like, I literally checked out. Because how the fuck how am I supposed to, first of all, I'm not tech savvy like that. This is on another level. And you're explaining some shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. I just learned today.
You got 2 minutes
ago
to get me engaged.
And I ain't gonna get it. Like, oh, I was just.
You don't wasted 40 seconds.
Let me tell y'all. So I was so appalled at what happened.
I'm appalled at what you guys are saying.
I went to two other black managers, and I was like, "Thank you guys." I said, "Do you know such and such?" And I said the young man's name, and I said, "Have y'all ever been on a call with him? Have y'all ever listened to him?" You know what the motherfuckers did? Took a sip of their drink and said, well, apparently they had witnesses, and I was like, how is he allowed? I'm not trying to keep nobody's job, but how the fuck do you operate? And then my manager had the audacity to say, I'm gonna need you to come speak. Speak, nigga, where? Where are you gonna speak? Where the fuck are you? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need you to come to the leadership. I'm gonna need you to come to the leadership round table. And
I don't even
this nigga can't speak nowhere. He can't speak to me. He can't speak to you. How the fuck is he gonna speak?
He's probably really smart.
I do not take that away from him. But you cannot fucking speak.
I didn't have a problem with her. I don't even know she was fucking stuttering. I don't know what it was. I have a problem when I give you an answer and a solution to your problem, and you still feel the need to keep going because at that point you want to dump. And people don't understand because they like to say, Keisha, you're just rude. No, what people don't understand when you're working with the public. And then I do therapy, and now that I've lost my mom, it's like I don't have any extra room for you to dump on me. Like I can only take the dumpers that I know are dumping. And if you're extra, like, ma'am, I fixed your problem. I don't give a shit if she on your food stamps. Why you and your baby daddy arguing and why he took the I don't care. I don't have because I stopped her. I said, ma'am.
She was trying to.
Yeah, she was trying. Everybody's like, Keisha, she just want to vent. I'm not the dumping ground for you to vent here. This is a fucking public line with people calling back to back. Get the fuck off the line. I've given you the solution to your problem. And don't act surprised, people, because I've told you I am not the customer service base. I will never work a call center because I will get fired in the week because I'm not answering phones and I'm cussing you the fuck out. I'm just not gonna do it. I solved your fucking problem. I don't care about your grandkids. Get the fuck off my line.
Oh my god. Have you ever had to listen to that? And I had to do this and I went to get this and this happened to me and I'm just like,
can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it. I don't have the space.
Sometimes, but because I'm a true people's person at heart, and I don't know, my jobs have always been with the public. I'm used to it, and I'm always the one that just like listens and unless.
But I don't really care though. I don't.
Well, I don't care, but I still let you get it off.
Yeah, but I don't.
Sometimes I can tell like. When you're trying to, I don't like when people try to finesse.
Yeah,
that's what I cut off. That's what I do cut off. Now, if it's genuine and you're just having a rough day or whatever, just go off, do your thing. But when people try to finesse me and talk in circles or just give me all these excuses, what do you need? And then, of course, I do it in a nice way. But like, where are we going? I gave you no. We're not going. I gotta bring you back in.
Especially when I've already told you what the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's what I have a little tolerance for. But for the most part, I work in healthcare. The ability I listen to stuff all day
to de-escalate something and give somebody like the no and still be able to be polite as fuck is a skill. Do you hear me? It is a skill that not everybody has because now I'm at a point where I can listen to calls and I'm like, how do you work here?
Yeah.
What is?
It's like people call and they be the wrong building. I'm like, oh, you have the wrong building. Well, do you have the number? I'm like, no. And then I be like, the number right behind you. I said, I know it is, but how the fuck did you get this one?
Yeah.
The same way you got this number.
Bitch, find it like a time.
You have to Google this shit. Like, this is not a number on demand. This is not a piece of number that's in your phone. Like you had the
number
Google.
of
No,
Like,
that's
say
crazy.
for you, the same way you got this fucking number, you can get the other one. I tell you which building it is. Then they be like, can you transfer me? I'm like, no, I cannot because we're not in the same building. And that's the truth. We really can't transfer you. I don't know what you want from me. I gave you what you needed. Like, get the fuck off my line.
Wait. So when they say, do you have the number? You just say no.
No, I said, no, we don't. Sorry. And they be like, but okay. So then when you tell I don't have it, they be like, okay,
And
well,
then they still want to
then
say
they try to rearrange the
Yep,
question. I'm
yep,
like, it don't matter how you rephrase this question. The answer is still fucking no. I don't. I can't. I won't.
I don't, I can't, I won't, guys.
And those are the things that we teach in customer service not to say.
And that's why I don't do fucking customer service.
I literally had a job where we called them, was it red word, something like that. We couldn't say no, can't, don't, want. We had to find a way to say no, but in another, you couldn't use those exact words.
Fired.
Literally.
Fired.
And that's like literally changing the whole way you talk and speak, like for years. And when I learned how to navigate that, I was like, oh, I'm a master.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
that might be why you haven't declined any of these
I'm a
events.
master.
You just found a way.
We couldn't say that. We just couldn't. And then you would just.
And you had to find the most polite, stupidest way to say no.
Now I gotta get creative. Like, yeah.
I think I just act differently because I never applied for that position. It was
Here we go.
given
Here
to
we go.
me.
Oh, because the people walked out.
Yes, and
we
quit. I would have never set myself up to be fired like that. I just wouldn't have, because I just know. Like, people ask me, I'm like, would you be a nurse? Fuck no. My mom liked y'all. I did not like people like that. Like, I just don't. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I just don't. Y'all are rough. And if you don't remember why I said y'all were rough, go back to the first half of this podcast and it shows you why y'all are rough.
All right. And on that note, get you like me.
It's been so nice.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's been so nice reconnecting with you all. We needed this just as much as you needed us. So on this note, Keisha, let them know how they can follow us.
Y'all know what? We be trying to have happy uplifting
I am
episodes.
crying. And it always go back there.
Always in back in the shit
It
though.
always get back
Maybe
there.
this is who we are at our core and we should stop fighting that shit.
I'm with that.
But,
I'm a positive Patty. I'm just kidding, guys. No, I'm not.
Sometimes you can be.
Just kidding.
it's that supporter. We had positive moments. Y'all can find us on the Twitter, YouTube. Wait, are we still on Twitter? We don't know we still on Twitter, but just go there anyway.
We are still on Twitter.
Oh,
right there.
okay, but I don't really know
Things on
Twitter is
there.
still a thing because y'all apparently are mad at Elon Musk and what he's doing, and I don't really know because whatever, figure that out. But we're on the TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and all that other stuff that y'all be on. Oh, the YouTube.
That y'all
We're
be
on
on.
the YouTube.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say
Yes,
that last
like, share, comment, repost. We're back, bitches.
Hey.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wait, did I end it?
No, you didn't. Oh, I'm about to say no, you did not. You did nothing.
Wait, did you?
You did not.